The food, music, camaraderie, and venue were synonymous with that of a birthday party. After all, it officially was the birthday of Can't Afford to Fail, a program providing mentorship, scholarships, and other assistance to the less fortunate across Jamaica. The founder, Peter Gay Dunkley Mullings, along with her executive and some of her sponsors, was among people at the launch held on the outskirts of Santa Cruz town in St. Elizabeth on a rainy day, August 13, 2022. The program's first batch of beneficiaries, 22 children from across the island, were not left out. Their eyes lit up with pride and great expectations as the foundation officially started taking shape, guided by its mantra, compassion in action. No doubt, the name of the foundation, Can't Afford to Fail, is highly instructive, and so the beneficiaries were urged to be guided by it in order not to fail.
It is very easy to fail because in order to fail you have to do nothing at all, right? No, nothing that is good comes easy. So this is where now I'm going to implore you to work hard. I know that many of you're having challenges, financial challenges and so on, but I'm here to encourage you because I too, I'm from a humble background. When I was going to high school, for example, my parents couldn't necessarily afford it to pay my school fee and so on. But I had a goal in mind. I decided that this is what I wanted to become and I worked towards it and now I am here today. So what I want to encourage you is that you need to work towards your goal because it can be achieved. Alright, children?
A similar exhortation came from the foundation's founder, Dunkley Mullings. She recalled dropping out of Santa Cruz Primary School at age 15 due to pregnancy, running away from the harsh realities of her household and community, and surviving domestic abuse and virtual homelessness. Dunkley Mullings, who now lives in the United States, eventually picked herself up. She successfully pursued a nursing degree, gained employment as a nursing supervisor, and also became author of a book bearing the foundation's name, Can't Afford to Fail. With such an amazing turnaround in perspective, who is better to advise children against failure than a woman once viewed as failure itself?
All of you, all 22, you are destined for greatness. And it doesn't even matter, even if it's your mother who tell you that you cannot make it. The devil, this is the time when you get said the devil is a, never stand in a church. The devil is a liar. This is when you stand on it and say, Mommy, Daddy, the devil is a liar. I am destined for greatness because this little dry head girl that I met at one place one time told me that you are bright and you can make it.
Dunkley Mullings, in her address at the launch of the foundation, also laid out the ground rules regarding the selection of beneficiaries.
Now, one of the rules we have in this organization, no family, no friends. And that's the reason why we don't have a lot of kids from my district in here. If they qualify, they want to, they're welcome, but we're not searching for it because I want this to be non-biased. I want the children who really need it. I want the children who really need the help to get the help that they deserve. If I wanted to choose for my district, I have 9 siblings, I could easily call them up. They would give me 22, 28, or even 30, but that's not my intention. In 2019, as my lovely sister here said, or was it Mr. Scott? I think most of them touched on that. In 2019, when I formed this organization, Can't Afford to Fail, originally I started it with the hopes of mentoring teenage moms or women who are pregnant or even those who have given birth already. Because I wanted to help them to move through the process because I already know how society condemns somebody who's pregnant, teenager pregnant, single and all of that. That's what I wanted to do. But then I quickly realized that these mothers were more focused on their children. And then my interest shifted and I thought, okay, so what if we help the children so they don't become teenage mothers or even fathers?
Dunkley Mullings further stated that new beneficiaries will be selected over time, adding that the support for them will not be one-off.
Can't Afford to Fail doesn't stop here. It's not a one-year thing, all right? We're going to continue, and these children will eventually become mentors for others as well. It's a movement. I'm dreaming of a new Jamaica, a land of peace and love. Let's help us to achieve that by joining in this movement. And even if you're local, you can contribute. Just call us up.
Dunkley Mullings added that the group, at this point, prefers to get support in the form of kind as opposed to cash.
We're begging that you help us to help them to have a better future. They have what it takes. They have the ambition. That's why they're here. They're scared like me, but they're here. They showed up. They have the ambition. They just need us to show them some love. Show them some more love.
In the meantime, Treasurer of the Foundation, Christopher Scott, promised honesty and full accountability regarding sponsorships received.
So far, we don't accept cash. But in the future, we intend to use every cent for its intended purpose. So we intend to put every safeguard in place so that all funds can be properly accounted for. So sponsors, feel free to sponsor and rest assured that your funds will be channeled in the right direction.
Sponsors already have started to buy into the Can't Afford to Fail initiative. They include Kate Gornstein, Marvin Nangle, Bishop Daryl Anderson, and Karen Kiegi, who all traveled from Georgia in the United States to the launch. Through their support and help from other sponsors, the initial batch of 22 children already started to get help. During the launch, they each received school bags and stationery, a brand new pair of Clark's shoes, and a pledge to have their textbooks purchased for the upcoming school year. And there was a grand announcement regarding sponsorship for one of the beneficiaries, Cheyenne Johnson from Portland.
Cheyenne's sponsors will take care of her right through school, everything she needs.
Called up to give a response, Cheyenne, off the cuff, expressed gratitude to her sponsors, Linval Taylor and his wife Minerva, who are Jamaican natives living in America.
When I got the news that I got a sponsor, I was overjoyed that I couldn't even show any sort of emotion or anything because I thought it was so surreal. Because I thought after everything that I have been through in my life that finally some good news could come for me. I felt like God was watching over me, that He finally stepped in and gave me something to be happy about. And when I got the news, I felt like a living testimony to persons out there who are struggling, that no matter what, don't give up, because God will send you something that will send you through your way.
The Can't Afford to Fail Foundation and its sponsors are not the only ones who are elated to see the official launch and the children getting help. The parents are also over the moon.
Many of the children don't have any help out there. So this program is a program that I have to say God sent.
It is very important now because helping struggling parents like me to go along and help my kid to stay in school. I'm feeling elated right now. I'm feeling very, very happy. Because if it wasn't maybe for a program like this, you would have been a dropout, and it's like you have about 2 years left in school. I thank Ms. Dunkley and the organizer for this program, and I hope many more people come on board and help struggling parents like us.
Those parents and other well-wishers want nothing but the very best for the foundation.
So now to our parents. Parents, we have a culture in Jamaica of tough love. I'm sure we've all heard the term tough love, right? Yes. So we always talk about tough love towards our children. We have to make sure that they are on the straight and narrow road, and we have to do what we have to do to make sure that they are disciplined and doing the right thing, right? However, sometimes the tough is too much. Let me say that again. Sometimes the tough is too much. When we say tough love, the love needs to be the overwhelming factor in that. Right? We need to love our children. We need to nurture them.
Maintain a good relationship with your child. Don't pressure or force them to do things. Let them feel free to come to you at any time. We may not have all the answers to the questions, but there are persons who we can go to, like the school, we have a church, we have guidance counselors, we have support group. Spend quality time with your children. Get to know them better. Be involved in their life.
All in all, the launch of Can't Afford to Fail was as impressive as the idea behind it. And to top it all off, the group's executive members pulled off a big surprise, placing a well-deserved crown on their leader's head.
And I don't really care if nobody else leaves, cause I've still got a lot of fire left in me. No, I've still got a lot of fire left in me.
You see all them baggers money they are fasting me. I left them to dumpling. Sun a shine, but things are bright. Do a better while, big enough. River flood, but water scarce. And journey fall, but dirty tough. Aye.
To sponsor one or more of those children, please contact Can't Afford to Fail Foundation at the following numbers. In Jamaica, 876-422-9276, that's 876-422-9276, or 876-880-1837, that's 876-880-1837. Or the overseas number is 1786-663-5793. That's 1786-663-5793. Thanks for watching this program, presented and produced by Can't Afford to Fail Foundation. Compassion in Action.